Today we're going to talk about delegative leadership, in contrary to open leadership. My name is Tineke Rensen from Powerful Business Academy, and I help solo entrepreneurs, women, building businesses and become the leaders of their industry. So what is delegative leadership? It is when you start to delegate. And I will explain to you a lot about what it looks like. But first, why should you even delegate? Well, there comes a time when you are getting overwhelmed. You're doing too many tasks. You're doing things that you do not love doing. You do things that you're not good at. So eventually, that means it is time to start delegating. Now, the first thing you do is start to see if you can automate it. If that's not the case, you'll delegate it. What will you delegate? Well, there's a whole lot of things that you can delegate. But the criteria I would suggest is, do you love it or not? Are you good at it or not? And do you have funds to do it or not? Okay? How to delegate? That is a whole different story. It's a lot about leadership. It's a lot about having the right people. It's about having standard operation procedures, having weekly meetings. So this video is not about this, but you can look at my YouTube channel. There are videos about how to delegate, when to delegate, what to delegate. There's a lot of content on my channel. Today we're going to talk about what is delegative leadership and what is the other leadership style, which I would call open leadership. So when you are a delegative leader, you are in the lead. With an open leader, the team determines a lot. So there's a difference. You are the initiator for both, but then eventually the team takes over or you stay in control. That is the difference between the two. So when you're a delegative leader, you are in control. You have the control. An open leader, the team is more in control. They make more decisions, they have the meetings, and you are often not even part of that. You're often not even involved in that process. With delegative leadership, you decide who does what, and sometimes even by when. You decide what it's gonna look like, you give the boundaries. And with open leadership, the team determines who does what. They will support one another. They create the frame in where they work and how they deliver. Now, I hope you can start to see there's a huge difference. So there's a lot that you need to know about your team. You need to have the right people at the right spot, but there's also a lot that you need to have within yourself. You need to be open to trust your team and not wanting to control, not even wanting to control the output. You give them the outlines and they will come back with the output. It's a huge difference. They will create what they believe is the end result. And when you're a delegative leader, you determine this is what the end result should look like and this is how I want it to be. So what kind of leader are you now? And what kind of leader would you want to be? Now, I don't know the answer to that, but I know for a fact, and I've worked with many women building teams in their businesses once they started to grow from self-employed to building a business, and then you need team one of the pillars when you scale. I know for a fact that they found it extremely difficult to delegate because they felt the need to be on top of the team all the time. Because they have an idea what it should look like, how it should be done, because they've been doing it themselves. In the beginning, often they might not have trained their people well enough. They might not even have the right people at the right spots. So it often starts with a lot of control. And what happens then is that she'll notice that it takes her a hell of a lot of time. Leading a team, training a team, being a controlling leader does cost you a lot of time. Yes, eventually it will be exactly the way you want it. But what you'll do is you will eliminate the creativity of your team. They might come up with other solutions, with other input, but because you decide and you determine, that is not possible for them. So they just do their job. And some of them might, come up with some ideas, but most of them will just do what they have to do. Whilst you have an open team, and I hope you can see that if you grow towards that, it will save you a lot of time. Your team members can become the people they really are within themselves. They can shine and they can contribute significantly to your business and to the rest of the team. But you should be able to allow them to do that, to trust your team, to allow them to make mistakes, and eventually they might come up with something totally different than you had in mind. But will that be worse, or will it be better, or maybe the same? It's different. So it's not always you who knows best for your business. And that is a huge thing. And I know I'm guilty of it as well. It happens when you have a small team very often. But is that truly who you want to be eventually? That's just a question I'm going to ask. And it's up to you. You don't have to answer me. But if you want to grow there, or even if you want to grow from self-employed to building the business of your dreams, why don't you consider scheduling a quick 15-minute call with me? I would love to talk to you. I know I can help you scale and grow and build the pillars and the foundation of a stable business that is going to determine the future of your niche. Because I know for a fact, most women I work with, they see so many things that can be done better in their niche. And it frustrates them. But you can only make that change and make that difference when you have a significant business, not when you play small on your own. Because nobody will, people will hear about you, but not on the scale that is necessary to make an impact and make a difference in your niche. My name is Tineke Rensen from Powerful Business Academy. Please check out my other social media, and I hope you love this content. Please give this video a like and check out some other videos here on my YouTube channel, Powerful Business Academy, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye bye.